This electric skateboard has the most massive battery of any electric skateboard in its price class. Its value per mile is insane, but does that mean it makes compromises in other ways? Let's find out in today's comprehensive unboxing, range test, and review of the Vokboard Riot V2 Pro. This might be a surprise twist to some of you, but we're gonna start by opening the box. And while we do that, I'll mention there are links in the description if you like what you see. Let's talk about the deck. It is 7 layers of maple and 1 layer of bamboo. I'd describe this as a firm deck with a little bit of flexibility for someone that wants something sturdy. The back wheels are 600-watt hub motors that are 90 millimeters, and the motor controller handles 42 volts coming from the battery, giving it a top speed of 28 miles per hour or 46 kilometers an hour. As you can see, the design of everything is clean and looks decent. I really like the styling of the deck underneath. It's a striking pattern. The heavy hitter and what really separates this board out from the crowd is the battery. It's 432 watt hours, giving it 28 miles or 45 kilometers of range, which is absolutely huge compared to other boards for this price. Alright, let's give this a shot. This is the first time turning things on out of the box. There's push to start where you can just start rolling the skateboard and it'll turn on automatically, but you can press the power button underneath. Just like other remotes for electric skateboards, there's a control wheel. Pushing it forwards will accelerate the board. Pulling it backwards will apply the brakes, and letting go puts it into neutral. There's 4 different speed modes on this board that can be changed with the mode button. And if you hold the brakes and press the mode button, you can change between 4 different braking modes as well. If you press the power button twice, you can switch in between forward and reverse, which is really nice. It's pretty cool. Vokboard included a lot in the box: an owner's manual, a really cool hook for hanging the board on a wall, a deck cleaning sponge, a T-tool for any nuts and bolts, the remote we saw earlier, a charger, and then a Y-tool for all of the screws you need to use. Out of the box and into the real world, let's see how this thing actually does. I really like the deck. It feels solid. It's not super flexible, but I kind of like that sometimes. And I think if you are a heavy rider or you want something that feels really solid beneath your feet, it's perfect. I started off on speed mode 2, and it felt smooth right away. It didn't feel overwhelming or jerky at all, and the top speed on that was pretty fast. Speed mode 3 definitely got going faster and still felt really smooth, and then speed mode 4 definitely had a lot more acceleration to it and felt really fast. The stiffer deck also made it feel really stable and controllable, definitely at higher speeds, even though I had the ability to turn and carve. Acceleration from a standstill is really good, and the braking is even stronger, probably about 10 feet for me for a full stop from a high speed. 90mm wheels are perfect on-road, but off-road they weren't too bad either, and could definitely handle some larger debris and sticks just fine if you feel confident. And I really did mean it when I said the wheels are great on nice pavement. This is great pavement and it feels so smooth and super natural right away on this board. No hesitation at all. It felt really easy to control. Carvability was great too. Cornering was really natural on this board. Not difficult to lean or maneuver the board whatsoever. And the best part is the battery. I just kept going for so long. It was over 2 hours of riding by the time I got done. I wasn't too easy on the board. I definitely stayed in the 3rd or 4th speed mode the whole time. It wasn't super flat ground, so this was a really good test of the range. But when it was all said and done, you'll see here, when I get done with my first ride, I had over 27 miles of range. And I think I still had about a quarter of the battery left, so I think I could have gone 30 miles easily on this thing. Keep in mind, I'm 150 pounds with full equipment. I'm not the heaviest person, but if that helps you with your estimates at all, it seems like their numbers are realistic. Okay, so actual facts. I have 100 miles plus on this board easily at this point. I've really been enjoying it. It feels solid. I'd say for the money you pay for it and the time you can spend riding it is incredible. If you're a heavier rider, if you're someone that just wants to be able to get more range, I think this is a great board. It's an entry-level board, so it's affordable. The one thing I'd say that's a drawback is the brakes aren't always as smooth as I'd want them to be. They're safe, they're powerful, they do what you need to. That's just the one thing I'd say. If they could smooth that out, fantastic. Thank you so much for watching. Links are in the description if you're curious, and I will leave you with my favorite clip from my rides so far.